Hey posers, welcome to another one of the award-winning, critically acclaimed Wrestling Revolution reviews of Smackdown. I am, of course, your host, the Black and White Delight, Grumpy Cheeto. First off, I'd like to thank my new subscribers, which is Bummy Flyjab 84, Mr. Micah Drew Moody Abel, really? Excessive, and Declan Moody. I'd also like to say to Declan Moody that I did check out your channel. I did subscribe and I did listen to some of your videos. I would also encourage people to check him out. He's pretty good. Also, I would like to address a certain little somebody named Crazy Pretzel, who apparently has got it out for me. He just can't handle not being the original, the real deal, the real McCoy. So he's got to go out and try to make a rap on me. Ha! Whatever. Let's play this rap for a minute here and let's see what you guys think.
I'm Crazy Pretzel, the best of the Wrestling Revolution. But the Unsquared Circle, they're all unconstitutional. They're composed of Bobby Black, Wizard Light, and Grumpy Cheeto, three massive phonies. All messed up like the spelling of baloney. They all act like they're better than the YWC, that other reviewers are all mediocrity, and that we don't have class. Listen, phonies, I'm not the one being an ass. If you're marketing merchandise, then where's my Crazy Pretzel shirt? Promotion is your game, except you three do it with girly flirts. The true face of professional wrestling? Phony, don't make me laugh. The only thing you're the true face of is diarrhea and gas. You guys are like record players, totally out of date and shape. You cannot fast forward or skip, so you guys need to be replaced. And who better than Crazy Pretzel? Who better to represent the Wrestling Revolution? A man of wisdom and knowledge, and who went to college. An individual who doesn't lie and put down others, who doesn't disrespect and push down their mothers. So to sum up this rap, you two see, you all got 1 week. Either you make my Crazy Pretzel shirt, or else I'm gonna cause some capillary permeability leaks.
Alright, so you heard it, and whatever you guys think, leave your ideas in the description box, but I have a response to this guy, Crazy Pretzel, right after my Smackdown review. So stay tuned, check out my response. It's actually something that I did to him. It's more of like a little bit of revenge. I should start my own revenge agency, call it Dirty Work. That hasn't been taken, right? On top of that, I'd like everybody to check out WrestlingRevolution.com, the epic center for all of your wrestling needs. And on top of that, join our pay-per-view predictions contest. Sacrifices this upcoming weekend, so you got to put in your predictions for that by Sunday afternoon. And, of course, next week is Over the Limit. So, you know, we're getting into the season, man. It's starting to get thick and thick. People are starting to take the lead. We're starting to get through that opening, gunshot bell. So join in. We're running through SummerSlam. And also, I'd like to give a shout out to Most Extreme Wrestling. They subscribed to me a little while ago, but I finally had a chance to check out through an acquaintance of mine, The Block. Told me to check out their videos, and I did, and I'm actually very entertained. Crystal and Chronic, very entertaining. I'll put a link in the description box for them. Check them out. And let's get on to SmackDown.
Get ready for the Smackdown! Get ready for the Smackdown! How you gonna react when you're put in the back now? Cause there's no turning back when you're facing the Smackdown!
This week's Smackdown is in my backyard because nobody sent me where their backyard is, of Nashville, Tennessee. Speaking of which, everybody, you need to send me where you're from so that I can give you a shout out. I mean, you don't. I won't make it public. I'll just say your username, so I can just say where you're from, like city and state, and then I can say where you're from and plug you when they're going to your city. Oh, I got the burps, man. Sorry. All right, we got an in-ring promo with Christian congratulating Randy Orton. He's kind of left to saying that Teddy Long made a good decision. And then Sheamus comes out and challenges Christian to a match. Then Mark Henry comes out and challenges Sheamus to a match, and then they both gang up on Christian. Randy Orton comes out, makes the save, and we have a tag team match. Well, that's a little bit later, but, Christian and Orton are kind of, standoffish, but, Orton helped Christian, whatever. We go to the backstage with Orton and Christian, basically saying that Orton only did what he did because he wanted Christian at 100%, and Teddy Long said, well, we've got a tag match for tonight, which is Orton and Christian versus Sexual Chocolate Mark Henry and the Pale White Delight, which is Sheamus. Anyway, we go to the first match of the night, which is Sin Cara versus Daniel Bryan. This was probably match of the night. No, this was match of the night, actually. I give it 4 out of 5 Black Rangers. I love how in the beginning Chavo actually did an introduction for Sin Cara. I kind of like how they're doing this feud. Chavo's on commentary during his matches, kind of giving him a push, kind of saying, oh, I taught him that. It's kind of a different approach than they've done normally. So I kind of like that. There was some nice moves by both Daniel Bryan and Sin Cara. I mean, when I saw this match, I knew, dude, this is going to be an excellent match. So it was really good. Some great moves between the two of them. I don't think it was as good as last week's match with Tyson Kidd and Sin Cara, but I think that these two did a really good job of what they're good at. Of course, Daniel Bryan's is a little bit of a high flyer, well, a little over half of a high flyer, and a lot of submission wrestling, and of course Sin Cara is the high-flying luchador action. But in the end, Chavo Guerrero distracts Daniel Bryan by, Daniel Bryan's going up to the top rope, and Chavo goes up and distracts him. Sin Cara not seeing Chavo doing this, and then Sin Cara hits an enziguri while Daniel Bryan's on the top rope, hits that flip bottom off the top rope, and gets the 3 count on Daniel Bryan. So Chavo helps Sin Cara to get the win. Afterwards, Sin Cara's like, dude, why'd you help me? I didn't want your help. So, anyway, and he shoves Chavo. There's an in-ring promo after that where Layla basically cuts a promo with Michelle McCool. We all know that Michelle McCool's at home taking care of Teddy Taker, who's got no legs anymore, and will probably wrestle in a wheelchair on a pole match with Hulk Hogan at WrestleMania 28. Michael Cole comes out and he starts cutting on Jerry Lawler and, of course, the Divas saying that they don't belong. Karma comes out and, well, Layla actually tries to get away, but then Cole trips her, and then Karma beats the crap out of Layla, and then tries to beat the crap out of Cole, but Cole gets back in the coal mine. So, also, we move on to the second match of the night, which is Wade Barrett versus Kane. I gave it 3 out of 5 Red Rangers. It was a pretty good match. Wade Barrett cut a promo in the beginning on the Big Show saying he's in Mexico. Kane has no one to help him. It was a great match between two big guys. I mean, Kane and Wade Barrett are 2 really big guys that are in good shape. And I think these guys could really go in a decent match, kind of like Ezekiel Jackson and Big Show last week. These 2, those 2 guys did a great job. Wade Barrett and Big Show did a great, except the end. I would have gotten a 4 out of 5, but then in the end, but there was in the match, there was a scrap buster that Wade Barrett hit that was excellent. I'm pretty sure that would probably be the move of the night, besides like all of Sin Cara and Daniel Bryan's moves. It's not fair, because all I have to do is show a slideshow of Daniel Bryan or of Sin Cara's matches every week, and that's your move of the week. Take your pick. But, without picking Sin Cara, which kind of isn't fair, but I don't care, it's my show. I picked this scrap buster was really good by Wade Barrett on Kane. So we move on, and after the match, of course, in the end, Gabriel and Slater jump in the ring and attack Kane for the DQ. Kane gets, taken out by the numbers. Kane gets wastelanded by Barrett. And then Big Zeke comes out and makes the save, and Zeke gets jumped by all 3, and he gets wasted as well. And Zeke gets the 450 splash by Gabriel, so, it's alright. An in-ring promo, which is the Kiss Cam with the Punjabi Playboy, and then Ginger, thank you, that guy, or that black guy with the computer, I think was his name, he left me a comment last week saying that, hold on, I can find it. Black man with the computer. He left me a comment saying that his name is Jinder, Jinder, I think. Thank you very much for clarifying. I think this will actually be good, because I read this past week that Kali, and I read it on WrestlingRevolution.com, the epicenter for all of your wrestling needs. I read that Kali and this guy are going to team up, and it'll be a heel tag team. So Kali's going to turn heel, which I think is excellent. Kali's much better as a monster heel than he is as a monster face. I'm sorry. I mean, he's entertaining, but wrestling-wise. Plus, Kali needs a tag partner that will carry him. Kali, I don't mind Kali as much, but he's not a wrestler. So if you give him a tag partner who can wrestle and carry the tag team, I don't mind it so much. Will they be an epic tag team? No, but it'll be a tag team nonetheless. I'm trying desperately. I know Zamario thinks that WWE will never revitalize their tag division, but I'm praying and hoping that the WWE will rekindle their tag division sometime here soon with Hart Dynasty and the Usos and this new Kali gender tag team and all this. I'm just Santino and Kozlov were even okay. Gabriel and Slater. There's some Kane and Big Show. There's some decent tag teams there if you just put some emphasis behind them. Anyway, so the guy comes out, Jinder comes out, and slaps Kali in the face twice, and then walks out. And he says something to Kali, and Kali's just kind of like, oh, okay. So this is basically the beginning of his heel turn. Next, we go to a backstage segment with Orton and Christian, where, they both say basically keep up your end in the tag match. Whatever. Third match of the night, Cody Rhodes versus Ted DiBiase. I gave this match 3 out of 5 Yellow Rangers. Not a bad match, actually. These two guys did very well together. It kind of showcases, though, where the Priceless members have gone. Like, Ted DiBiase not really doing too much, and Cody Rhodes, who has made leaps and bounds on SmackDown. So it kind of shows you where they are, that Ted DiBiase's jobbing out to Cody. I hope they don't start a feud between these two yet, only because it's way too early for that. I was really hoping to have, like, Cody and... It'd be funny if Cody and Brutus Clay was a face, and Cody was like ripping on Brutus Clay every week, and they started a feud. It'd be hilarious. I think Cody needs somebody better to wrestle with, but Brutus Clay isn't bad. Anyway, this is just a great light heavyweight match. I mean, these two guys really went well together. In the end, Cody Rhodes hit a beautiful disaster and a crossroads for the win. Backstage segment where the core is making statements. They're making a statement last week, this week, all weeks, whatever, in your house shows and everything. And it's going to be Big Zeke versus Wade Barrett at Over the Limit for the Intercontinental title, which I think will be that bad of a match. I think it'll actually be a good match. Fourth match of the night, main event, Christian and Orton versus Sheamus and Mizak Henry. I gave this 3 out of 5 Green Rangers. Good match, good tag match. These guys all worked well together. Good tags in and out between. I mean, the only one who hasn't been involved in the tag team in this team is Sheamus, and he didn't do too bad. So, in the end, Christian made a blind tag to Orton while Orton was taking on Sheamus. Sheamus did not see the tag, nor did Orton. Christian hit the kill switch on Sheamus, and then when Mark Henry came in to interfere, Orton hit the RKO, and Christian picked up the win, giving Christian a little bit more momentum heading into Over the Limit. Finally. Alright. I would also like to throw a shout out to people. I meant to do this at the beginning, but I put it at the end of my notes on accident. So, who left comments last week is TJ Solomon 93, Black Man with Computer, Glenn Jones 1000, Frankazoid, Metallica 2444266, Grim 10330, Classic 1333 of WrestlingRevolution.com. SRZ-Man1, The Wrestling Show from WrestlingRevolution.com, and Largest85, thank you guys so much. I had so many comments last week. I had like 29 comments last week. Thank you so much, guys, for leaving your comments, your feedback. I want to hear from you. I want to know what I can do to improve the show. I want to know what I can do to, just interact with you guys. Go to WrestlingRevolution.com. You can interact with me, Bobby Black, Wesley White, all of us there. It's a great wrestling community. Now we move on to the after segment here, where I am going to show you all what I did to Crazy Pretzel to respond to his Regal rap last week.
Oh, I'm so excited for my date tonight with Stephanie. I've been talking a couple of days on Yahoo Personals, and I'm so excited for my date tonight with her. This is gonna be fun. I'm gonna take her dancing, and we're gonna go to a fine restaurant. Can't wait. This is gonna be exciting. This looks like apartment 4. This is the address. Hey, phony, I'm here to pick up your daughter Stephanie for my date tonight.
Date? My daughter's only 7 years old. You sick freak? Get off my property.
It was great. I planned it so perfectly and it worked out. Did you see the guy hit it? Bam! Oh, it was so nice. So anyway, Crazy Pretzel got what he deserved. And then I got a VHS tape a day later in my mailbox. VHS tape. I mean, I'm lucky I had a VHS player here. So, let's take a look at that footage.
Grumpy, I can't believe that you set me up like that. Set me to a 7-year-old's house? You stupid, Grumpy, payback is a bitch, and I've got some good payback coming for you. Things are definitely gonna be changing in your future, Phony. You shouldn't have played this game. Don't play with fire, because you're gonna get burned, and I am definitely gonna burn you next.
He's gonna get me and he's gonna tear it up, and he's really crazy. You know, Crazy, this thing is getting really dumb. It's not even really worth my time. So, Crazy Pretzel, you want your shirt? You ain't getting it. Do something worthwhile. What, you take out Classic and take over Impact reviews? Do I can review Classic. There's my Impact review. Oh, Sting's champ. The geriatrics are out in the ring. Oh, look, Fortune's getting buried. Impact review. So anyway, I guess that wraps it up for this week. I'm Grumpy Cheeto with I Am